Judy Sarden here. I wanted to talk to you about homeschooling, especially if you're an introvert, and even if you're not. I spend a lot of time speaking about homeschooling, and I talk about how great it is, and how I love being at home with my kids all the time, and it's a blessing. It's really, I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to spend so much time with my kids. But I was thinking the other day, I really needed to talk about the days that are not so good. And I thought about this last week. The kids were driving me insane. I actually went in the bathroom and cried. Yeah, it was one of those days. And I said, I really need to let people know that you will have days like that. And when people say that they don't have the patience to homeschool, it's those days that they're thinking about. You can kind of make the analogy of the days when your kids come home from school and they have homework. You've had it by the time they get home. They've had it by the time they get home. And then you've got to do homework. And I was having one of those days. It was just that day all day. They really were getting on my nerves badly all day. And by the time my husband got home, I really didn't want to talk to them. I didn't want to see them. I couldn't believe that I actually cried, because I'm not really a crier, nor am I really an emotional person. But it was just one of those days, and they got to me. And I went in my room when my husband got home, and I closed the door. And I didn't want to talk to them, and frankly, I didn't want to talk to him either, because I was just done. I was just done with everybody for that day. And I said, you know what? I need to let people know you will have those days. You will have those days. It's not every day. And, I'm an introvert, and so as an introvert, it can be really difficult because introverts need downtime. And when you've got two kids, you're around them all day, they're talking, they're laughing, they're making so much noise. It can be a bit much. It's so different from when I was working. When I was working, I was driving to work by myself. I could listen to the radio, I could sit in silence. When I got to my office, I talked to my coworkers, but most of the days I spent in my office by myself, not talking to anyone. I could use email to communicate with people. And so I had a lot of quiet time. I had a lot of downtime. And then on the way home, I'm in the car by myself again before I gear up to be with the children. And so I would have to say that, particularly if you're an introvert, but even if you're not, it can be really difficult. It can be very intense. It really can be. But the good thing is that that's not most days. And I would say that if you feel yourself getting to that point, just if your kids are old enough, pop a movie in the DVD player, turn on Netflix, and go to your room. It's okay. If you have to do that, it's okay. Because you will have to do that sometimes. And as a person who's their primary instructor, you've got to make sure that you are okay. And if you are not feeling okay, if you can feel yourself going there, school's over. Go take care of yourself. The kids will be okay. And one of the things my husband does, last week was just a bad week for me. I was just off, and I told my husband that I needed him to take the children away for a day, and he did. And so on Sunday, he left right after breakfast, and he didn't get back until after dinner when he got home. The kids had been fed, and so I literally had all day in the house with my new kitty cat and my big cat, and the three of us girls just enjoyed silence. I got to do what I wanted to do. I got to run some work. I got to take a nap, which I never get to do. And I just got to get that alone and downtime that I needed. Now, typically my husband will do that usually every other weekend, but he's been traveling, and so he hadn't been doing it as much lately, and we've been traveling together. And so it was just to a point I needed that. I needed it. So all this is to say, every day's not going to be sun and roses when you're homeschooling. You're going to have bad days. And recognize when you're having a bad day. And step away from it. Take care of yourself. And every day is not going to be like that. If you're finding that every day you're having more of those days than not, then you may want to consider other options. One option is to have a mother's helper. I know a lot of people who have mother's helpers. I know if you have grandparents, if you have friends, the kids can go spend some time with your friends. There are several things that you can do to make sure that you're getting that downtime, make sure you're getting that time where you can just step away. You will need it. So if you're homeschooling now, if you're considering homeschooling, make sure that you're thinking about how you're going to take care of you, because you will need to do it. You'll need to do it when you're homeschooling. And it's a privilege. I love it. I would not stop doing it. I love being able to be with my children every day. But some days I don't love it all day. And so I deal with it on those days. And we move past it. This week has started off to be much better after I had that time away. So do what you need to do. Take care of yourself. Every day is not a walk in the park. Every day is not fun and exciting. But for the most part, I think most of you will have more good days than not. So that's me just kind of being real today while I sit at tennis practice in the wind and an encroaching thunderstorm. So I hope this was helpful. Talk to you later.